good morning everyone. Agus here. Today we are going to talk about inquiry-based learning. In the previous lesson, you are already told about what is inquiry-based learning. And for today, we are going to talk about how inquiry-based learning looks like when you put it in a lesson plan. So, without any further ado, let's go. Okay, in the previous lesson, you already thought about what is inquiry-based learning, right? But now I'm just want to remind you about what is inquiry-based learning. So, inquiry-based learning is an approach to learning that emphasizes the student's role in the classroom. Rather than the teacher telling about the material in the classroom, the students will provide their self to be more active in the classroom. The students are encouraged themselves to explore the material, ask the question, and share the ideas. So basically, this approach is student-centered learning. Okay, now you all remember about what is inquiry-based learning. And now I'm going to explain you about my lesson plan, inquiry-based learning on paragraph writing. So here I have three content in this video. The first is the learning objectives, the second one is the learning material, and the last one is the lesson plan itself, or the learning procedure of the inquiry-based learning. Here is the important notes before you enter the main event on this video. The first one is this video will use two PowerPoint. The first one is for the general presentation about my lesson plan, and the second one is for the explanation of the learning procedure itself and how to use it in the lesson plan. And also you may have to pause this video several times to watch a video or to see the learning materials that I provide in this course. Okay, now let's move on to the learning objectives. After the students take this course, they are expected to be able to, the first one is explain the terms of a good paragraphs, explain the topic sentence, explain what is supporting sentence is, explain what is supporting data, explain the closing sentence, and explain the use of writing paragraphs properly and correctly. So after you see the learning objectives, it's time to gather some materials to achieve the learning objectives. So here I provide some materials. It's from books, articles, modules, videos, and pictures. So for the books, I use paragraph writing, ELC 239, to academic writing from paragraph to essay, and I provide one module so the students will have a better understanding about how good paragraph is. And also I provide 3 articles to make the students able to see a good paragraph writing from a different perspective. The first one is from Muhammad 2015, and from Mesuri 2016, and Wirantaka 2016. Those 3 articles will help the students to get a better understanding from this different perspective of some expert. And for the video, I provide 3 videos here. The first one, how to write a basic formal paragraph, followed by writing a paragraph, and writing strategies, 6 ways to start a sentence structures, and learn to write. Those 3 videos you can find in this folder, or you can search on YouTube. For the pictures, I provide some infographic to help the students more curious about the paragraph writing, about what is a good paragraph is. The first one is parts of paragraph, peel method in mini poster, a paragraph writing hamburger, and peel and stick method in paragraph writing. So now you may have to pause this video to see the video that I provide in this learning material. And don't forget to come back to see the learning procedures for inquiry-based learning on paragraph writing. So, welcome back to this video, and now I'm going to show you about the pictures that I provide in this learning material. The first one is paragraph structures. It's about peel, point, explain, evidence, and link. And the next one is the hamburger paragraph. It's about the structure of a paragraph, but in a more attractive way. So if you love hamburger, you may have a good understanding about what hamburgers look like. And the next picture is about the paragraph structure, peel and stick, and also about the parts of the paragraph. So all this picture is to provide a premier knowledge for the students. Okay, for the key subjects, I provide environmental literacy and health literacy. So the students' project or the students' tasks later on should be meet the environmental issue and the health issue in the current situation. And also for the P21 framework skill, and I provide also the learning skills, literacy skills, and the life skills. For the learning skills, here I provide problem solving and critical thinking skills, creative thinking and collaborating, and also communicating. So in the critical thinking and problem solving, the students here need to solve the problem, or in here to solve the problem of what is a good paragraph, and the students needs to solve the complex problems that given by the teacher later on. For the creative thinking skills, the students need to be able to think creatively and work creatively too in both digital and non-digital environments. So the students need to be able to find a lot of source from different source, like in websites, books, articles, videos, pictures, and other sources from the internet or non-internet. And the collaborating here, the students need to work in group to solve the problems given. So the students will test their collaborative skills to help solve the problem, and the hypothesis that have been made in the first activity of this lesson. And communicating, the students will be needs to be able to communicate what they get from their discussion and present it in front of the class. And the literacy skills provides information literacy, media literacy, and also technology literacy. So the students need to be able to know about the sources, or where they can get the data from the various media, like the internet, the journal, or video provided in YouTube or other streaming channel. And the last one is the life skills. The students are provided to be flexible initiative in this in the process of the discussion. The social skills, how they discuss with their group member. The productivity of how they provide new information for new information to help the provide new information to help their groups to solve the hypothesis. And also for the leadership, the students need to be able to manage their group, so they can solve the problem in a right way. Okay, now let's see about how inquiry-based learning in a lesson plan. So now you already get the general information in my lesson plan. And now let's move on to the learning procedure. In this learning procedure, I will explain how to implement inquiry-based learning in the learning process. In the pre-activity, as usual, the teachers will greet the students and also check their attendance and take some time to uh, to pray to the God. And after that, I will do some ice-breaking activity. So here I'm going to have some games, games for the students. A games called Fill Me and Put Me in the Right Way. So here in this game, the students will divide into 4 big groups, and then the teacher will give a paragraph with some blank space in there. After that, the paragraph is in a scramble position, and then what the students need to do with the blank with incomplete paragraph and in a wrong order. So the students needs to fill the word in the blank space, and then the students need to put the paragraph or the sentences in a correct order. For example, the teachers give the students a paragraph with topic scary ghost story, and the students needs to guess the correct words to fill the blank space in that sentences. The students need to work in group. So each group will guess the words consecutively, and then if they get the right answer, they will get 1 point, and if they get the wrong answer, the points will be reduced by 1 point. The winner will be decided by the biggest point in the end of the game. After all the words in those sentences complete, the students needs to put the sentences in the correct order, like which one is the topic sentences, which one is the supporting sentences, and which one is the concluding sentence. Next, after the student finish the game, we enter to the Willis activities. So after the students finish the game, we enter the main activities. In inquiry-based learning, we have 6 stages in a main activity. The first, we call it orientation, and then stage 2 is problem formulation, and then in stage 3 is hypothesis formulation. In the stage 4 is data collection. Stage 5, in the stage 5 is the hypothesis testing, and the last one, drawing conclusion. So let's start from the orientation stage. In stage 1, orientation, the students will be divided into small group, consists of 4 until 5 students each group. After the group already formed, the teacher will present some videos for the students, and then the videos like what I have been shown before. The videos is about how to write the basic paragraph, and then the teacher asks the students to observe it. After that, we enter the stage 2. The stage 2 here, the students need to formulate the question as a group. The questions should be related to the video after they do some observation. And then the other group need to give the response of the question from the other groups by using their preliminary knowledge. After the question and answer session finish, the teacher and the students together form the formulation of the problem that should be discussed. And then we enter the stage 3. In the stage 3, the students need to form some hypothesis as what a good paragraph is. So how the students achieve how the students achieve this target. In here, the students will be give some books, articles, and also modules. The students needs to predict first about how to write a good paragraph before they read the sources that given by the teacher. So how the students provide the information, or how they can get the correct information? The answer is they need to find the keywords of the problem that already agreed in the previous stage. So after they read, the students as a group are asked to formulate the hypothesis. The hypothesis of how a good paragraph looks like. After the hypothesis form, the students are asked to collect as much data as possible by using the various sources besides the sources that already given by the teacher. To achieve that, as a group, the students need to design a data collection method. And as a group, the students collect the data in order to determine what a paragraph is a good paragraph. And then after they get the data from the various sources that they find or they use, the students needs to analyze all the data and find the characteristic of a good paragraph. After all the data analyzed, and the students need to test their data with the hypothesis in the previous activity, whether it is matched with the hypothesis, or perhaps they find that the hypothesis is incorrect, or they find something new for determine what a good paragraph looks like. After that, in the last stage, the conclusion. As a group, the students formulate the conclusion about what they have found in their discussion before. After that, the students will be present their works in front of the class to compare the result with other groups. So they will find various data, whether their data is correct or not, or their data is valid or not. And then last, and in the post activities, the teacher and the students will make a conclusion based on the results that of how a good paragraph is. Here the students will be shown a picture or infographic about how a good paragraph determines as a good paragraph. And then the students are asked to make a reflection about what they have learned today, and also the teacher will inform the students about what materials that they need to bring next week. And then the teachers greet the students and end the class. Okay, that's all about my presentation. I hope you enjoy this video and learn something new. See you on the next occasion. Goodbye.